Hello everyone, I'm back with another video today. This time it's another one of the archive videos from a long time ago. I went to Canada last year in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, and I had a really interesting time. This is the second video from when I went to Canada. The first one is on the channel. You'll see it if you go look. So if you missed that one, go check it out. But this is a little series called Archive Monday, even though it's not Monday anymore. This RV right here that I live in, it costs so much money to drive because it gets 7 miles per gallon, and gas is $4 right now. So I can't take it anywhere. So that is resulting in me wanting to take this out on a trip once a month, no more than that. So in the meantime, I want to show you my adventures that I've been on in my life. I've been all over the damn world, and I filmed so much, and I have yet to upload a lot of it. So I hope you enjoy these looks back into my past of traveling. It's a lot of entertaining stuff that I've yet to really do much with. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think, and enjoy Canada. It's our home country, the United States of America.
I thought they'd be open 24/7.
Yeah, what if you have an issue and you need to... I mean,
Canada
Canada is a relatively safe country.
Right, but it's completely closed. You would think you could just go in there.
That is interesting. This is the Kuwait Embassy. Embassy of Kuwait.
It is. Kuwait.
Isn't that Kuwait interesting?
It's very quaint. It's quaint too.
I'm inside of a Canadian McDonald's for the first time ever. It looks just like US McDonald's, and everything's closed off because of coronavirus. And the interesting thing is, I had to sign. Usually you don't have to do that in the US, but they have a whole bakery section here. Totally different than in the US.
Something of steel. What is steel? 787 is aluminum. Come on. Come on. There you go. This is underground. This is how we're beating out there.
The virus stays on there for 5 days.
There's a cannabis company. Should we try cannabis?
HOB. Not for me. Hi. How's your can of bliss?
Are you excited to be here
I'm
again
excited.
today?
We're out again. We're in Ottawa, and it's awesome, and the weather's perfect. It gets much better in the evenings here this time of year.
You've never tried poutine, have you?
No,
I
I
think you
don't
should try it.
really. I don't really want any.
I think that I should get some and you should try it.
If you want that poutine, you got to get it now, don't you, before it closes?
Yeah, that is true. We are currently walking through Canada here in, I almost said in the United States. That would make no sense, wouldn't it?
Yes, it wouldn't.
That would make zero sense.
Yeah.
I saw a poutine place that I really want to try, so we're gonna go try it.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
are.
You couldn't even tell that we're in the middle of a pandemic right now just by looking at everything that's happening here.
As I'm reading this no COVID concern social media video shows Lake of the Ozarks packed for Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, I just saw that, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
They didn't even try to social distance us. They were like, each side, split the gap.
We used to go to the Lake of the Ozarks all the time, and the water's brown.
For good reason. People poop in it.
Could I have a poutine, please?
Yes. Would you like a small poutine or a large poutine? This is a small.
I'll go small.
This, okay.
Yep.
Small poutine. Okay. Everything but hot peppers and sauerkraut on that next one. Okay. Got them figured out? Yes, please. It's gonna be $5.50, please.
I'm gonna try this poutine. Vladimir Poutine.
Mm-hmm.
That is very delicious. The only other place I've had poutine besides McDonald's Canada has been at Disney World, and it wasn't even in the Canada Pavilion. If you don't know what it is, it's fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Boobs!
Put boards up or anything here. She turned around. And redo were sitting in a tree. Re fell off. Who was left?
Redo.
Re and redo were sitting in a tree. Re fell off. Who was left?
Redo.
Re and redo were sitting in a tree. Re fell off. Who was left? Are you gonna ask me to redo this again?
But it does say squank right there.
Swank? What?
Squank. Right there.
That is funny. I guess that's where all the swanks live.
Hello everyone, pardon this interruption, but have I told you about my Patreon? That's right, there's a Patreon for this channel. The link is in the description down below. On your screen right now are my patrons. Thank you, patrons, for being amazing people. Without the patrons, none of this would be possible. As you all can see, I am currently living in an RV right here. I am parked, I'll show you where I'm parked. I'm parked at Walmart, so every little bit that you can throw my way on Patreon helps out a lot. I'm just kidding. I'm doing this by choice. I'm not actually homeless out of necessity. I'm doing it because it's a lifestyle that I wanted to try. But it is true that, you know, gas is expensive. Going on trips costs money. So if you enjoy watching this type of content, then your support makes it possible to do any of this. Because without it, I couldn't pay for the gas to power my air conditioner. I couldn't pay for the gas to go on trips and film content for you all. So if you want to see more, that's the way to help support, is on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who does that. It wouldn't be possible without your help. Also in the description, I have linked my social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram. Please go follow both of those. They're in the description down below. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. All right, okay, back to the video, goodbye.
Imagine that. Well, and then there's this. Look at this, hold on. I have never seen one of those in real life. You know what that is? It's an internet cafe. Yeah, you know what that is? What is it? Internet cafe. You go and you can use the internet. Well, I know that. That's what it is. I know what they are. Yeah. A lot of the ones in Japan, you can rent out like a cubicle that has a gaming desktop computer there, and some people actually live in those. They will rent them out for long periods of time, and it's really weird. It's like a cubicle, so anyone in the next one over can hear you. That's light. That's not painted on there. That looks like it's painted on there. That's crazy. Yeah. Right there. It's our home country, the United States of America. You know, it's interesting. I thought they'd be open 24/7. Yeah, what if you have an issue and you need to... I mean, Canada's a relatively safe country. Right, but it's completely closed. You would think you could just go in there. That is interesting. You just pay yourself a salary. All your expenses go into that. Canada. Oh, Canada. This is the Kuwait embassy of Kuwait. It is. Kuwait. Isn't that Kuwait interesting? It's very Kuwait. It's quaint too. It is very beautiful. We are the only people here on this, in the international section of the airport, or the US, flights heading to the US. Craziness. Literally no one else here. There's like no one here. Look at this. This is insane. Flights to the US, there's like no one here. Absolute insanity. So yes, we did leave Canada, but I do want to show you a few amazing pictures that I took while I was there. What you're looking at is Cheetos Puffs Soufflés. We just have Cheetos Puffs in the United States. Every single product in Canada had an English and a French name to it, because a lot of Canada speaks French. This right here is a lovely establishment called Mr. Lube, where you can get your car worked on. But hey, some people might see this and think of another possible purpose for this location, you know what I mean? I thought it was funny, so I took a picture. This is definitely my nickname right here. Now this right here is an image that we're all used to at this point, but at the time that I was actually in Canada, the pandemic was relatively new, and seeing all these signs everywhere that were talking about, you know, this public health crisis, that was totally foreign at the time, and I just thought it was so weird. It was like being in a movie, so I took pictures of all of it. But of course, we see this everywhere now, and it's totally normal. And another one of these signs with Tim Hortons being very cheeky, showing pictures of donut holes, stand 3 donut holes apart, although that's really not enough to be 6 feet, but you know, only 5 guests allowed in the restaurant. Once again, this was very strange at the time that I went there, but now it's normal. We're all used to this at this point. But it is gonna be history in a few years. So this was a very beautiful building. I couldn't capture the whole building on my regular camera, so I used my LG V20 from several years ago, because it has an ultra wide camera to capture this huge building. I just thought it was beautiful. I love architecture. I don't know, I'm crazy. I don't think anyone else is interested in this, but I love it myself. I think it's awesome. I love buildings and cities. This right here is a lovely image of my balding head. I'm 23 years old and I'm already going bald. And as a result, my head will get sunburned sometimes. So I literally have to spray the top of my head with spray sunscreen to prevent my scalp from getting sunburnt. But I forgot to do that here in Canada. So look, it turned red, you can see it. This right here is the international section of the Canadian airport that I went to for all outgoing flights to the United States. We were literally the only people in the entire section of that airport. It was wild. There was no one else there. There will never be another time in my lifetime or your lifetime where that is gonna happen, unless there's another pandemic. I mean, that's like a once in a lifetime thing to have the airport completely empty and devoid of people. Wild. Well, that's basically that. That's all I can show you from my trip to Canada during the pandemic. I can reveal in the future what I went there for, but unfortunately I am under a non-disclosure agreement. I can't tell you exactly what we went there for, but it was for environmental cleanup, I can tell you that much. It was one of the craziest experiences of my life, and this is what I love to do. I love to travel around and go to all these crazy places and do crazy things. Although Canada isn't really that crazy of a location, but you know, it's not every day you get to go during a pandemic, right? So I really hope that you guys at least got some sort of enjoyment out of this. You got to live vicariously through me for a little bit, hopefully. That's what this channel is all about. It's about, you know, showing you what you can really experience if you just go out into the world and experience it. I encourage everyone, I mean, do it safely during the pandemic, of course, but if you can get out and go explore even your own neighborhood. There's so much that you can find and so much that you can do. I feel like a lot of people miss out on that. So that's really what this is all about. So if you enjoy watching my adventures, then hit that subscribe button and you can donate via the link in the description if you are so inclined to help out. Every little bit helps so much. And there's also a Patreon as well if you're interested in that. Link in the description down below. Well, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.